Hey guys, Rob here with Aloha Android. How you guys doing? So in this video, it's kind of like a part two because I did a previous video, but this has to do with Messenger and Hangouts. And it's a pretty hot topic and I wanted to discuss this on this video, so let's kind of get into it. So there is a group of people who like Hangouts, and then there's a group of people who don't like Hangouts. And as I'm noticing, when there's stuff, like Hangouts has an update and people on Google Plus will start commenting on it, you get a whole, comment thread of people's thoughts about it. Some people like it, some don't. Some have good constructive criticism for it, and some people are just downright dreaming. Okay, and I find it so odd. So let's kind of like strip down both to what they are. Okay, Google Messenger is an SMS application, and that's all it is. It has some nice features to it, like when you have an option to attach a picture, it auto launches a preview of what your camera is seeing, and you can choose to snap a photo, or you can switch over and grab a photo you already have and attach it. You can also do videos with it too. And from what I've noticed, sending a video message through MMS on Messenger is a lot better than the standard text messaging app. But that's all Messenger really is just an SMS MMS replacement. And I believe, from what I read, that Google Messenger is actually, I believe, the default text messaging app on Lollipop. But I don't have Lollipop personally to say if it does or doesn't. So if you have Lollipop, go ahead and leave that in the comment section for everybody, because this is just stuff that I gather from reading up on different posts. Now, Hangouts. Yes, Hangouts can do text messaging. You can set it as your default text messaging app. But it is more than that. And I think, and I agree with some people out there who say that it needs to get cleaned up. It really does, because even if, the way that it's set up right now, it gets pretty confusing, especially when you're in, say you're messaging John, and John has Google Plus, and you have his cell phone number in your contacts, and you also have his Google Voice number in your contacts. And it gets pretty hectic because, you could be like in a Google Hangouts messaging chat type with John, and then you want to send him a text message later on that day, and you kind of forget to switch it because at the bottom they have the Hangouts logo, and when you click that, you can switch between Hangouts messaging and text messaging, either from Google Voice or your mobile number. And I think that's just totally, it kind of like, it does create a lot of confusion. I mean, for those people who have used Hangouts since it first came out, maybe not so much, but for those who are just getting into Hangouts, it's going to cause a lot of confusion. I do believe that the SMS should be stripped away from it. Not stripped away where you can't use it as a default messaging app, but give it its own area. Like how you can swipe in between the screens when you launch the application. You start off with contacts, and then if you swipe over, you have your messaging threads that are open, and you swipe over again, you have Hangouts dialer to dial a Google Voice call or whatever. I think they should add another column to that and just have that as text messages for your mobile number. Separate that from the chat and Google Voice, and there should be no confusion. That's what I think will be helpful, because then you know who you're text messaging, and then you know who you're chatting with, because you know in what column you're in. So, and I think I agree with people. Hangouts should get some color to it. Green is cool, but like what they did with Messenger, the ability to color coordinate also. So sometimes we think that we're gonna chat or text somebody, and you see the person's name at a quick glance, but you might not have tapped on them, and so you probably sent the wrong text message to the wrong person. Well, color coordination will kind of like help with that too, because if you set John, his thread as blue, and then Lauren as pink, if you meant to click John but you accidentally click Lauren, you're gonna know that you're not messaging John because the thread is in pink. That's helpful. I think Hangouts should have that incorporated into them instead of just being green and white. Now there's a bunch of people who are like Messenger's better than Hangouts, so get rid of Hangouts, and that is not a realistic, helpful way to get Hangouts to be even better than what it is. And I don't maybe they don't think about it or whatever, I don't know. But when you look at Hangouts, it has multiple services that it can do. You can video chat, you can text, you can regularly chat with somebody. You can make phone calls with it. And if you're a YouTuber and you want to do a live stream broadcast to your YouTube channel without going to outsources like Ustream or what's the other one? Gosh, I can't remember the other one. But anyways, there's a bunch of streaming services out there that you can stream live videos with. This is one for the home team for Google. You have Google Plus, you have YouTube, you're a YouTuber, you have videos, you got subscribers. You want to kind of give them a live show instead of just putting up a plain Jane video, spicing up your channel a little bit. This is the avenue that's given to us. And if they were to just completely delete Hangouts and just focus only on Google Messenger, then what do you think is going to happen to Messenger? They're going to do the same thing they did with Hangouts. They're going to tie in Google Voice, YouTube, Google Plus, and basically you have Hangouts with just the name that says Messenger. So my point is, Hangouts has a long way to go before it is considered something that everyone's going to want to use. I do think that there's gold in it. I like the service. I use it all the time. That is my default messaging app, and I like the way that it functions. I think it can use some color. I think it can be a little bit more simplified for user friendly. But hopefully we get that in the future. But to say get rid of it, no, I wouldn't. So in closing this video, I'd like to know your guys' thoughts about it. Get rid of Hangouts or improve it? You let me know in the comment section of this video. I really would love to know your guys' thoughts about it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by giving me that thumbs up. That way I can keep doing videos like this. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and wrong way, that way. I keep hit that subscribe button down there. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.